You know. Cheers. Good health. Excuse me a second. Happy Sunday. This is the first pipe I smoked for about 3 weeks. It's my Rob, of course. And in it I've got the Villager something or other. Tropical something. I haven't smoked a pipe because I just can't be bothered. It's got that bad. But anyway, I thought I'd jump on quickly and hopefully upload this direct from my iPhone, because that's been part of the problem as well with this arsing about with that camera, old camera of mine. So this is just a quick one just to check in. Just thank all of you that have expressed your concern, have been in touch in one way or another, Facebook, YouTube. You know, I've appreciated it. Thank you very much. And thank you for your patience. Just to let you know, I'm still alive. Just. This music. You know from the normal intro that I put up on my videos that I'm a Django Reinhardt fan. And this isn't a long tradition of Django, but this isn't Django himself. This is Beerbeard with his brother. It's the Beerbeard Trio, Nuage. It's a fantastic album. Went to see them live many years ago on the South Bank in London. They were absolutely incredible. You hear someone play a guitar like this, you wonder how many fingers they've got. Cheers. Good health. I'm drinking a drop of the old King Goblin. Bottoms up. I do apologise for my prolonged absence, but you know how it is. I've been struggling with life a bit. And that's something that's going to go on until the day they carry me out in a box. But there you go, let's not get too downhearted. What have I been up to? Watching the rugby, watching England. Let's not go there, right? Reading, I've been reading a huge amount. And I meant to get a selection of books up here that I've been reading over the past few weeks. But Suffice to say, I've been reading more over the past couple of weeks than I have read for a long, long time. I've mentioned before I used to devour books when I was younger, but then part of the old depression is you can't be bothered. But I really have been getting back into it of late. I've got a few here to show you. This is a biography, Life and Fate of Vasily Grossman, a Ukrainian Jew, a Soviet author who was essentially became the greatest war correspondent because he served at the front with the Red Army during World War II, including in Stalingrad. He was absolutely a top Soviet writer. But then post-World War II, what he wanted to write didn't fit in with the official narrative and things. And he ended up becoming blocked and becoming a non-person. So much so that his greatest book, which is an absolutely incredible book called Life and Fate, which if you've never read it, I hugely recommend, was not published until long after his death. But perhaps more of that in another video. Also read Irene Nemirovsky. Another a Ukrainian Jew born in Kiev, but ended up leaving there her family left there during the Civil War after the First World War, and ended up settling in France, and sadly ended up dying in Auschwitz. Sweet Francais by her, an incredible book. And this is not a bad little novella, a little short story. And now I'm reading a new book that's just come out, The Five, written by a social historian, and it's basically the story of the 5 women that were murdered by Jack the Ripper in London in 1888, the late 19th century, in the East End of London. And as is so often the case, we focus on the killer and not the people they actually killed. The killer is a non-entity, you know, they're just some sad, but they snuffed out the lives of these people and they tend to get forgotten, and this is an incredible book so far. This is one of my all-time favourite tunes. It's The Man I Love, written by George Gershwin. So I think I'll call a halt now. Nearly up to 10 minutes. I don't know how much I'll be putting up in future. I've struggled for some months now with the whole thought of giving the entire thing up completely. Somehow think someone, when I first started my YouTube career about 2.5 years ago, there were a couple of videos up about the natural lifespan of a YTPC presenter. Watched them at the time, gave them no more thought. But I do think maybe I've come to the end of my natural lifespan, YTPC wise and YouTube wise. So I don't know how much I'll be putting up in future. Those of you that know depression know that your overriding state of mind is what's the point? And that's what's the point of doing anything? What's the point of getting up in the morning? What's the point of doing this? What's the point of doing that? And it extends so far as to what's the point of making videos? What's the point of smoking a pipe? So who knows? I don't know where I go from here. Making no promises, but what I do appreciate is all the concern that you people have shown for me. You know who you are, I don't need to go and name names, but you've backed me up and given me an awful lot of support, and I truly appreciate it. Thank you. So only remains but to say, thank you all once again. Happy Sunday evening all, and maybe I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers all. Ta-da.